Student brought 135,788 family members to Britain in 2022, which is 9 times more than the value in 2019. In 2022, over 59,053 Nigerian students brought over 60,923 relatives into the UK on the student visa. On the 18th of May 2023, the official statistics for net migration into the UK in 2022 was released, and since Thursday, the MPs have been meeting on the way to tackle the increase in the number of net migration into the UK. And one of the conversation brought up during these meetings was that most foreign students might be banned from moving family to the UK in major immigration crackdown. And some of the other suggestions made also affect those on the skilled work visa. And every of this information is what I'll be sharing with you guys in this video. So if it really interests you, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, please click on the red subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. Click on the like button. A couple of days ago, I made a video on the fact that after the national statistics is released, showing the figure of net migration in the UK, there will be a possibility of the Home Office making restrictions on dependent visa in the UK. Now, I got a lot of feedback from that video. However, of recent, there's already an update as the fact that the number of net migration in the UK, the official statistics has been released, and UK has experienced the highest level of migration in history. And there's been a lot of proposition, coming up by the members of parliament as regards tackling this increasing number of immigration into the UK. And this is no longer news, because many of the available resources in the United Kingdom is getting into exhaustion, as the fact that the number of people moving to the UK outnumbers the available resources in the United Kingdom. And a lot of proposition has been made in order to tackle this, which I'll be sharing with you guys in this video. Now, one of the things mentioned was that most international or most foreign students will be banned from bringing families over to Britain in an immigration crackdown announced this week. And that's because UK has never experienced this number of migration into the country. And before the new government came into power, many of the previous benefits, or many of the opportunities to migrate to the UK was opened up, like post-study work visa and many other visa categories that were introduced. And this has really made the UK a destination country for so many immigrants. However, the population is actually becoming so many that the UK government might not be able to accommodate everyone. Now, it comes as official figures out this Thursday are expected to show that net migration has rocketed to 1 million. The UK government has been able to absorb 1 million immigrants into the country. Now, a string of alarmed Tory MPs have broken cover to call for Rishi Sunak to get a grip on the rocketing numbers. Now, scrambling to get ahead of the bad news, ministers are expected to announce the immigration clampdown on Tuesday or Thursday, which happens to be the 23rd or 24th of May 2023. And this, honestly, it's really getting so much that many, even for accommodations, for different other available resources, the number is really going higher. People coming into the UK on student visa, coming along with about 3, 4, sometimes 5 family members is really getting a lot, on the immigration and, the number of immigrants in the United Kingdom. Now, the crackdown will see all master students and many other postgraduates banned from bringing family over. This is something that might probably happen in the next couple of weeks or next couple of months. Now, it means that people who are coming in for master's program, most times master's program in the UK usually 1 or 2 years. Now, the crackdown is many master students might be stopped from bringing their family into the UK. As you all know, if you're coming for an undergraduate program, even though it's for 3 years, you are not allowed to come in with your, with your family members. Even if you're coming in for a postgraduate diploma certificate, you are not allowed to come with a family member. You can only come into the UK with your dependents if you are moving to the UK for a master's or a PhD program. Now, the proposition that might come into place now will be probably master students might no longer be allowed, especially those doing a one-year master's program. They might no longer be allowed to come into the UK with their family members. Now, the ban will not apply to PhD students whose course usually lasts between 3 to 5 years and are very highly skilled. Now, this is like a condition, highly skilled. So it means that this might not apply to all PhD students. However, the proposition is that PhD students who have a course that lasts between 3 to 5 years might not be affected by this. Now, the Home Office Secretary and our Deputy, Robert Jenrick, also wanted to lift the salary threshold, but was overruled after kickbacks from the Treasury. Now, they've looked at different options on reducing the number of people that can come into the UK on the master's or postgraduate studies. And that way for them to now tackle, they're looking for a way to tackle, this net migration by bringing it down to the barest minimum number as possible. So they're planning on also looking for a way to reduce the number of skilled workers who are allowed to come into the United Kingdom. Currently, the salary threshold for people moving to the UK or want to move to the skilled work visa is £26,000, about £26,000. Now, the Home Office Secretary and a Deputy are now they made a proposition to the MPs that in order to manage the number of migration, then there should be a need for us to increase the minimum salary threshold. It means that if you are not earning this particular amount of money as your salary annually, then you can apply for the skilled work visa. This is also one of their strategies to be able to reduce the number of immigrants coming into the UK. Now, so they propose that the skilled work visa, the salary threshold should be increased from 26,000 to 33,000, and this particular proposition was rejected by the members of parliament, but the Home Office wanted to raise this to 33,000, which is the average wage for a worker in Britain. So imagine the average salary for an average worker in the UK is 33,000. However, for we immigrants, if you are earning as low as 26,000, you can still apply for the skilled work visa. So, but however, this particular proposition was rejected. Now, Rishi Sunak, who is the Prime Minister, is expected to come out fighting on immigration, pointing out their figures he inherited as the date back to the year ending December 2022, which was 2 months after becoming MP. So basically, it was being tackled. It was definitely going to be called to, answer to this ridiculous number of net migration. However, he's obviously going to say it came into power with this number. Now, students, there has been an explosion in the number of people coming to Britain, piggybacking on their relatives' student visa. Now, students brought 788 family members to Britain last year, which is 9 times more than in 2019. And when I said last year, that's 2022. Now, last year, over 59,053 Nigerian students brought over 60,923 relatives. One Tory MP told the Sun on Sunday that we have got to get a grip. And this is because they can see the large number of people coming into the UK are piggybacking on their relative or their family members' student visa, which is really getting to the highest level at this moment. Imagine the number of people coming to the UK on a dependent visa in 2022 was 9 times the number of people coming to the UK through the same visa category in 2019. And obviously, the government are really fighting and really looking for different ways to ensure they reduce the number of people coming to the UK on the dependent visa. Now, it's understandable that the UK became very attractive because of the dependent visa. However, despite the fact that a lot of people are coming into the UK, we're making a lot of money, pushing a lot of money back to the UK government. The truth still remains that that's the only reason why the UK is attractive. There are other developed countries that people could go to, like Canada, Australia, and many others. However, because of the ease or the easy process of getting a student visa and a dependent visa, that makes UK a destination country. So the question is, what happens if these propositions are passed into law? Will it reduce the number of people? Will it reduce the attractiveness of the United Kingdom for immigrants. Finger crossed. Let's see what happened this week and see the different propositions or the different policy that might be passed into the immigration law here in the United Kingdom. So if you find this video useful, please click on the like button. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please click on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.